Welcome folks on this walkthrough on how to grow your free-to-play account. This is a free-to-play account. It's actually between 2 to 3 months old. So the first thing you want to do is to get into the mindset of a free-to-play player. You don't spend resources. That's the first thing you have to realize. You just don't. So let's take a look-see at the formation. What you should be using is this: your starting level 99 unit, which you should EX if the unit has EX, your shadow links, which is given out for free, your mont, which is basically given out for free. These shards are cheap, it's zero investment in this unit and you can max it out. Medina, she's kind like Ziza, they are both useless units, but they're handed out. This one is handed out for free. You get some limit breaks, so you might as well bring her to 99. And yeah, you need some magic damage, some AoEs, because these guys do not have AoEs. They're limited. And then you have Ziza. If you don't pull her in the first 7 days with your 10 times pull, yeah, you have 10 times pull per day as a beginner. You get a guaranteed ultra rare. If you don't get her with those pulls, use the selection shard ticket. I do not recommend you get this from the guild shop because it's gonna take you a lot of time to get the medals to offer. Okay, if you want to spend the time and wait, you have to level up someone else here. Okay, and since you have to bring her to 99 anyway, why not level up her too? So it's a dark unit, it's gonna synergize with shadow links, and for me, since I got Vinera, she's gonna synergize with Vinera too. Now, between all the starting units, I recommended Vinera, but also Ildira because her EX job is coming out and it's gonna take her to the next level. The only reason I rerolled for Vinera was because Ildira didn't have an EX job. Also, Kilfe is worth mentioning as a starting unit because you get an AoE Fate buff, which if you want to raise Fate, it's extremely helpful. Because you can put like Kilfe here and 4 mages and you can max out their Fate at 97 in like 15 minutes. You get 4 mages at 97 Fate in like 15 minutes. So great investments. I do not recommend Rain as a starter unit. You do not have the items and is not, I mean, it's redundant. You already have Mont and Shadow Links, so you need something more unique. Now Lucia is gonna get her EX job in March, so you might want to invest in Lucia. So yeah, Laswell, I will not get Laswell, honestly, because it doesn't offer anything special. Okay, you need a unit that can give you, like Vinera is an evasive tank. Sure, Shadow Links is an evasive tank, but it's gonna take much more time to bring her to 99 and to a competitive level with Vinera than you get Mont to 99 to compete with Rain. So it's a good also they synergize very well because they are the same element and same damage type. So this is a starting team that you should be aiming for. You do not, under any circumstance, you do not invest your Visor in limited units. Those are for whales. Remember, pay to win limited units. You are not pay to win, you are free to play player. Your Visor is extremely limited. Do not. It was a good idea back when the level cap was 99. Now you have to bring 500 shards, 500 additional mind spheres to get to 120. Please tell me how you're gonna ever do that. Because let me tell you, if you go for a limited unit, you have to go all in. You cannot be half-assed about it. And once you do, you're gonna basically expand all of your visor, and once you've done that, oh, you're gonna be sitting still for months before you come back to the amounts of visor you need for a limited unit. So keep that in mind. What I suggest you do with your visor is buy +5 weapons. I'm gonna show you. So step number 1, get those units. Step number 2, get +5 weapons. I got a Mage Masher, I got a Sasuke Katana, and I got a Kaiser Knuckles. I needed those items, so I bought them. It's don't buy every single weapon, just buy those you need right now. And everything else you can get a +3 copy of a weapon, like Golden Blade. I got a +3. It's nice. You can farm the rest to +5, and it's easy. So don't overinvest in equipment. Just get what you need to +5 from the shop. Everything else can stay basic. So I have an iron plate here. Very good. 15 defense. Very nice. I also have circlets here with evasion. Evade 15. Okay, that's all I need. Sure, I could use the +5 version, but I'm a free to play, so either you farm for those materials or you just keep it low. Trustmaster, you get those from those characters, so it is what it is. Use your normal equipment as much as you can. Don't be ashamed of using it. It's there for a reason. Since you cannot fodder off equipment, this is equipment that you can use. And it also helps you grow your proficiency with weapons and equipment. So step number 2, gear up your free-to-play characters with weapon they can use. I didn't buy a Spine Blade +5 because, well, I have an Engine Blade +0 here, which I found, but I also have a +3 copy somewhere here. So I can get up to, so let's say I wanted to craft, I could possibly make a +4 version with the Engine Blade. I have enough recipes. Okay, I cannot make a +5 yet. I'm lacking some resources here, but definitely I have the recipes. I can get to +4 if I wanted to, so I don't need a Spine Blade. But other than that, yeah, that's the equipment. Vision cards. Vision cards are extremely important, but they're gonna sink your visor if you're not careful. Do not expend visor for limited cards. Just take what you get for free. Okay, trust me. You can build these cards like secret orders. You can get shards by playing the arena. You get rewards. You go to the shop and you buy the shards. This is a fantastic card for your DPS, like Shadowlings. See, this is very good. Alright, it's not maxed out, but second, you need to get this card. This card is basically the bread and butter of a tank for PvE content. It gives you insane amount of defenses and spirit, so it works both on physical and magic defense. And the other card is Vow of Love. If you're playing PvP and you want a tank, this card right here is gonna go right on your tank because of the 8+5. The reason this card is so good in PvP is because you do not have the time to buff. The AI doesn't properly realize, oh, I am on tanking duty, so I'm gonna build up my AP to land a taunting blade or a taunting spell. So what the AI does is throw themselves buff if they have to buff, and then they throw themselves and try to deal as much damage as possible. So you need 8+5 basically each time your unit gets stricken, whatever, get hit, you basically lose 2 points of hate. It means you have between 2 to 3 attacks focused on your unit, on your tank, which is basically enough because PvP matches are fast. Either you're dead or the enemy is dead at that point. Nothing else here is worth mentioning. Since I don't play PvP, by the way, I don't level up this card, but you should. Anything else here is basically, this is a very good card, it's an ultra rare card, but honestly, if you cannot get the shards, then that's the point. Anything else here is pointless. Don't waste your resources on this card. You only need secret orders, the tanking card here, and anything that suits your needs, depending on what you get from the random pools that you have. You should also get this card for free, I think, because you get a Cactor Esper in your first pool with Ramada, and this card gives you agility and critical hit rate up. It's obviously a card that you give to a mage. If you're starting out, you can give this card to, like, I don't know, Murmur, maybe, if you wanna use an SR Earth unit. And yeah, it's a good card, plus 12% agility. You can max it out, this card, and it's gonna serve you well. Everything else depends on your team composition. As for Espers, they're very... Don't commit to an Esper until you know exactly what it does. What you should be doing is, say, go like Odin, yes, Zanzatsuken, and you can look at the Esper training board, and you can pretty much guess what this Esper does, and who should use this Esper. You have slash attack and more slash attack. Since this Esper has no color, it makes absolutely sense. In fact, this Esper is aimed at any slashing attack up, any slasher DPS. It means that you should give this card to anybody with a slashing attack. So if you want to invest in Odin, know that you're gonna use him on anybody with a slashing attack. Now on the other hand, if you have Lamia, you can see that she boosts strike attack. So the best use for her will be to be given to someone like a monk. Or maybe you have a Mashery that wants to be fancy and swinger stuff, but why would you do that? Well, anyway, this card is made for monks. So if you commit this card, it's because you have a need for a card for monks. So keep that in mind when you level up your cards. Try to find a card that suits your need, like Shiva gives you magic attack up and magic up. Now it gives you also ice attack up, so this card is extremely great. If you find this Esper, you should give this Esper to Medina, and she's gonna do better than nothing. So anything else I'm missing here? No. Play the story, get those visuals, and every time you play the story, bring a companion so you can make friends. I don't think there's anything else that... As for the summons, the way you handle your summons is you get the free ones, and you pick every summon that is like, let's see, I've already summoned those, but these ones, 10 ultra rare units guaranteed, and obviously they give you the free-to-play version. This is a paid version, they give you a free-to-play version. So those types of summon are those where you need to invest your visual, because yes, it's not focused towards a particular ultra rare units, but for 2k you get like I think they gave us this one, 5 ultra rares guaranteed. No, yeah, they gave us this one for free, 5 ultra rares guaranteed. So you get, for 2000 visual, you get 200 ultra rare shards, which is 5 times what you would normally get. So at the end of the day, if you're patient enough, you will end up with a lot of shards for ultra rare units. you get stars, and you only spend a couple thousand Visor. So it's a great deal. Take those, take the ones for vision cards, same. Don't do this. Don't click on anything. Step up summon. Do not. So the only reason you want to do a step up summon is because you need those tickets, the Awakening Prism and the Fragment of Thought. You're gonna run out of them depending on your team composition, so it might be worth it to spend the Visor for those. I did so. I got the Prompto step up to step 6 because you get a free another 10 pull summon, and I needed those two, plus the Blossom of Paradise is always welcome, so, and the Broadstone obviously. So it's 8k investment to get those fragments. Other than that, if you don't need those, please do not bother. Also, a word of mention for these summons, these things are traps. You should know, if you're a free-to-play player, that gacha games have 90% traps and 10% good deals. This is a trap. So unless you're aiming specifically for the end card here, do not do this. They're not worth the gil. The summon, the first one is okay, you can do it. The other costs 10 million, 10k, yeah, 10 million gils, and no, it's not worth it. Do instead the normal summon. Now if you do a normal summon, it costs 1 million, you get 10 items. Now this item may be Awakening Prism, or shards for heroes, or vision cards. Whatever you do, if I press this button 5 other times, I get 50 items, okay? Compared to the 30 items I get from the guild summon, okay? The other one. So you get 20 more items, and it's very easy to get like ultra rare shards. Obviously I do not get ultra rare shards when I'm trying to show you things. You get these cards also, so it's great. See, got there, a serial unit shard. You got one. Okay. So you get a lot of vision cards here for shards, and you get one unit shard for Lilith. You get Awakening Prism, which are great. You do it again, you find more shards. Look at that. And the last one. See, with the same price, I got much more things. Look, this became 5 shards. If you don't have Zazan, the only reason you should limit break is because it gives you Visor by limit breaking units. But see, you get things. And let me show you the other summon, so we can close up on a good note. The other summon is also video summons when there is the summon. I mean, if you can stand the odds, that is. This card, look, I'm gonna pull 5 million gills. See what I get. Look at that. I got a bazillion of useless shards, which I'm not. What am I gonna do with these things? 9 shards for this vision card that I do not use. I do not use this one. I do not use this one. I do not use this one and this one. So basically, I spent 5 millions for basically nothing. It was wasted. And the next step costs 10 millions to get the same result, and then another 10 million to get 10 shards for the vision card, for the focus of the summon. So you can see easily how you can be trapped. You can think, oh, it's a good deal, it's only gil. Yeah, but your gil are gonna go down faster than you think. So be very conservative. Last thing, the mug shop. The way I handled as a free-to-play player the mug shop is I try to get the medals from the events. So I have the choice of whether getting the Rainbow Fragment of Thoughts or the Awakening Prism. I can buy 20 of these because I need them. I can buy these things. I try to pick clean the shop. Now in this period there has been a lot of shops. So we have the Final Fantasy event medals, we then had the Songbird, we then had the Raid, and then we have this To Burn with Desire. And the Ancient Tome of Leonis. So it was too much to farm, but as you can see, I try to get what I need. Pick them clean with your. You get energy pots, by the way. You have a lot of pots, so you can farm those events. And that's about it. That's about how I go with a free-to-play account. Also, yeah, with guild medals, I do not recommend, like I said, getting Ziza. It's 2000 medals. Just gather with the selection ticket you get from the beginner's tools. Oh, by the way, very important, I forgot to show you, because you might actually be say, oh, you don't have. Okay. So I got, where are those? I still have my 5. I used one of those. You get those from the beginner shop. You get 600 shards, summon tickets. 6 times 100. I use only one to grow, I think, either Ziza or Medina to speed up their growth, because I really wanted to speed up their growth. And one of those. So I still have those beginner shards. I'm gonna use them eventually. I used up the selection to get something. I think it was Ziza. I got her a couple of times, 3 times maybe, but I wanted to speed up the process so I could get the bells sooner. So, and then the other tickets, I pretty much have all these unit shards that they hand you. I did not use them, and yeah, pretty much a very solid account. I have a lot of skip tickets. I try to leave the computer running and let the game play itself. Items, like I said, mentioned, everything else. I'm trying to farm I tried to farm for Vinera and I got a lot of stuff. And yeah, you get to this level, don't waste your resources on building units you're not gonna use fully. So don't randomly build SR units unless you plan to take them to 99 and 120. Also, by getting Ziza as soon as I could and every other unit in my team, I managed to level up my units through quests, basically, the auto repeats and whatnot. So my EXP cubes, I did not touch them. You're gonna get a lot of them, but these things are gonna go down way faster than you could imagine. And yeah, you're gonna get a lot of things. Just keep in mind, as a free-to-play, remember, resource management is the #1 key thing. Also, curb your expectation. You're not gonna make successful runs on everything. So that's all I have to show you for today. Thank you for watching, guys. See you maybe next time. Bye bye.